So, the first question I have here is like, what was the hardest obstacle that you had to overcome?
You mean like
Any obstacle that like happened throughout the course of like learning about your, healthy eating habits, doing it, following like a routine?
I guess the obstacle would be, I don't know, essentially just finding out what I could eat and what I had to stop eating. Because it happened when I first started going here at school, because downtown there's McDonald's and all of that everywhere. So I guess that was the hard part, with just finding out what I could eat and what I couldn't eat. Basically, that's really it. You just gotta follow with the eat or whatever.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So, like, what did you do to like overcome that problem of having all the fast food places?
I stopped going. I started getting up later.
Yeah.
So I realized when I got up earlier, made it on the early bus, I had all this time to kill, and I would just go eat breakfast. Only place to eat breakfast would really be like McDonald's. When Wendy's was open, there wasn't really nothing to eat. So I got on the later bus so that by 7:45 I'd be downtown, and all I had to do was walk straight to school, because I'm supposed to be here at like 7:50, 7:55. That's one way I did it. And then like on the weekends and stuff, I started going to Chipotle, and I started eating a lot of salads, different kinds of salads, not just the regular vegetarian. And I did have protein in it. I did have chicken salads and stuff like that. Not too much red meat like steak salads. But other than that, that's basically what I did.
Oh, that's awesome. So like, like while you changed your eating habits, did anything like about you change, like either your like physical appearance or your like mental health or anything like that?
Mentally, I was drained because I felt like I wasn't pretty anymore, because I kept getting bigger. And part of the reason is because of the birth control that I'm on. Now, with birth control, I had the Depo at that time. So all I wanted to do was eat. I wanted to stuff my face as much as I could. But, like when I started gaining that weight, I felt so uncomfortable. And I'm like, this is not me. Like once I hit the 180 and I got up to 190, oh God. I was so upset. But, I mean, I had to pull it together because I almost had type 2 diabetes. Not just regular, but with type 2, it could be controlled. But I was able to pull myself back together and bring my health back down, because almost having diabetes is nothing to play with. So that's basically how I felt about it. Everybody around me was trying to help out a lot. So
It's nice to have encouragement.
Yeah.
So like, besides like, not eating like fast food anymore, is there anything that you changed about your lifestyle, like in general?
Yeah, I used to go out all the time. I stopped going out because, when you go out with your friends, you're always looking for somewhere to eat. I stopped doing that for a little bit of time until I was able to, control it and bring it back down. And basically that's it. I really didn't have much free time, because going here at City High, you go all year round. So like, especially in the summertime, I didn't go anywhere because I was in school. But other than that, no, that was really it. That's the only thing I changed about my life, just hanging out.
So like, what was the most difficult part? Was it like not going out? Was that really difficult, or?
Yeah, but no. How do I put this? I mean, like, it was okay not being out, because I got to just chill out in the house, and everybody else was getting in trouble, so it wasn't as bad. But I wish I was there for some of the events that my friends and I were supposed to go to. But if it's all about my health, then I was willing to actually just settle down a little bit and just chill out until I got myself back together. But yeah, that was all.
Still, it's like probably really hard. I know I hang out with my friends sometimes.
Yeah, it does become hard.
So, like, what was your biggest motivation to like change your lifestyle a little bit?
I guess because of how strong diabetes are within black women, like myself, that's basically what we obtain the most is diabetes. So I guess my motivation would be to not be the typical statistic, and basically living for as long as I can, because I do have younger siblings and they always want me to come outside and play and stuff like that. I just really thought about my future and what my little brother and sister and them would say if my sister can't do this because she has diabetes and stuff like that. And then also I was too young. Like I was like 15 at the time and I almost was a diabetic. Like that looks bad. Like, dang, you can't control it. So that's basically what my motivation was. Like, I'm too young for this. I don't want to be a typical statistic, and I just want to keep pressing on with my life.
Yeah.
So that's basically my motivation.
Yeah. It's a very nice motivation. I would agree. So, did you have a goal? And if you did, like, did you?
My goal was to actually bring my weight down, which I did. I brought it down about like 10 pounds. 10 pounds. She said, my doctor told me about like 20, and then just control the eating that I do, because if I keep eating McDonald's every day, of course I'm going to obtain diabetes or whatever. But yeah, my main goal was just to do that, just try to keep shedding the weight and doing a little bit of healthy stuff. Every time my mom and them wanted to go to McDonald's, I would get a salad, just straight salad. That's it. I didn't get any crispy chicken. I always got something grilled. My goal was just to stay on the healthy track, and if I did see something unhealthy, it was to get it sugar-free, stuff like that. Nothing major. My goal was just to stay healthy. That was it.
Yeah.
I did exercise a little bit, but mostly my problem was just eating.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, that's all.
So, was there anything like physical that you noticed? Like, I know a lot of people say they like get more energy or anything like that.
I lost energy. That's what it was. Like, I felt so fat that I lost my energy. I knew I was being lazy. Like I said before, I felt emotionally upset. Like that's one thing I lost, was just my sense of confidence and my independence a little bit, because I felt like since I was changing, so was the inside, you know. Like, I didn't know how to feel, I didn't know what to do. I was always upset, I was always crying, and it was hard for me with like relationships and stuff like that, because I was in a relationship at the time, but of course, his reason he broke up with me because I let myself go. So, emotionally, yes, that hurts. And that's the only thing that I really had problems with, was just the energy, being lazy, and then just feeling bad about myself. But now I'm just looking at him like, forget it. You know, like, it's just a live and learn.
Definitely, you're really pretty. Well, Lisa, I think you're really pretty. So,
thank you.
In my opinion, it's important. So, did you have any fears?
Yeah, my biggest fear was actually letting go, just giving up, like saying, forget it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this. That was just my major fear. Like, I couldn't do it, or somebody was going to hand me something like a donut, and I'd be like, oh my God, I need another one. Like, that was just my fear. But once it started to get that bad, I actually switched birth controls. The one I have now is like the rod that goes in your arm, and like now I don't eat as much, and I'm not always as hungry as I was with the Depo. Basically, yeah, that was my main fear, was just trying not to break. Yeah. But now it's not as hard. I still try to eat healthy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I even cook healthier now because of the restaurant that I work in. And when I go to school, I'm going to be a chef. So when I'm in the culinary field, I just want to learn more about how to cook healthy and what ingredients match, you know. Yeah. So that when I do break, it'll be because I made it, and it's healthy because I know it's healthy because I made it, you know. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, that was just my only fear, was just breaking. That's all.
So, last question here, sort of more of a statement, I guess. But do you have any advice to give other people who need to like have healthier eating habits and healthier lifestyle?
All I can say is stick to non-fried foods. Even if you do get fried foods, it's okay. Don't have too much of it. Also, just learn how to cook healthy, because at home, if all you know how to do is fried things, that's a problem. Like, put it in the oven, or tell your mom or somebody to put it on the grill. It's not as bad. Like, all you have to do is bake it. Baking is just so much easier and so much more healthier. And as far as your sides go, don't make French fries. Try to stick to probably a small salad, like a side of salad, and like some type of rice or some type of mashed potatoes or something like that. Also, just make sure you're feeling good about what you're doing with your life, because if you're feeling like you're just disgusting and stuff like that, change it. I'm telling you, it's not as bad as it sounds. Just change it. You can mess with all the makeup you have in the world, but that's just not going to make you feel better in the inside. If you're not feeling good on the inside, it's definitely going to affect the outside. So that's why it's easy. That's why it's smart to eat healthy and to actually feel healthy. When you feel healthy, you look healthy. So that's what I would give advice about, That's all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.